I guess I didn't really try to see if can we talk to him again?
You just gonna stay here? There's been some activity at sea. I'm going to watch the coast. Why'd they bring you back to New York? I don't know what they have planned. I messed up an assassination attempt on one of the triad leaders in Hong Kong. UNATCO pulled you out? It's a long story. You better head to the statue.
Yeah, an assassination attempt on one of the triad leaders? Oh my god. Hello everybody, my name is Chris and welcome back to more Deus Ex. Finally, so we've made it back to the spot that we ended up getting to last time, right? We made some time. So last episode, we began the game. It was great. We went through our basic training to become the best agent we could possibly be as JC Denton, certified badass. And now we're out here on Liberty Island going against the NSF, which is the local terrorist group that has apparently a very large presence. And in the training they mentioned like they have this mentality of really pushing back to the point where like they're the second civil war in a way. And based on some of the conversations that we've overheard some of the agents talking about, they are in a way refusing any augmentations because like us and a number of other people, right, physical augmentations with like tech, they are outright against it, it seems, to the point where even one of them was like, the second we give in, you know, we're no different than them, right? So they're fighting against this, but then also there's probably more to it. We know the leader is apparently named Jojo. He's got a bit of a temper. He's not super. The mercenaries that the NSF has hired to work with them aren't really big fans of this guy, right? But it's all very interesting. We're still kind of piecing a lot of this together, and I've not been able to figure out how to get this thing to stop freezing. I've done everything that we're supposed to do, so I'm just gonna have to quick save a lot more often, and also learning that when we die, there are no checkpoints. There are 0 checkpoints. It is completely save based, so we really definitely gotta save, like real save. So we've made it back into the Liberty statue. We had a couple objectives that we could do, right, which is meeting Harley Philbin, right? Harley Philbin, he's dressed up, I guess, like a bum, right? And he would be able to get us into the statue. However, we took a back way around and found our way up and inside secretly and avoided a lot more confrontation from the NSF. Now we're about to go down because I do want to see if we can break out our other agent that's been held hostage. Right before we go to the top floor where their control station is, we got a bunch of equipment we found along the way, right? I realized that the mini crossbow can actually change the ammo, which is actually super cool, right? Because I thought it was regular darts, which it was, but then tranquilizer darts. So we can actually switch these, and it actually switches it actively, which is very cool. The tranq darts, very useful. Definitely been using those. Takes a couple seconds. Sometimes it takes 2. I've noticed I can hit one of them, but maybe they don't go down afterwards. They can still keep going, but mostly it's only taken 1, which is nice. And then each ammo, like the chargers for these, are 4 prods. So each full-on, I don't even know. I guess they're just called charge because it's like, I don't want to say like ammo, right? Because this is like rounds, whereas the charger, it's 4 rounds in a single clip, right? That's what I'm trying to say. And we got a couple other pieces of tech. We're going to use the multi-tool to try to disable the camera down here so we can get a little bit ahead. I think, can I... Oh, we got him. Now we just let him fall unconscious. But no, so far this game is super neat. I know we haven't gotten really that far. We've gone through the training, and we did kind of up to this point in the last episode, and I wish I could have done more. But I didn't want to make it like super, super long. But it worked. Fantastic. Flawlessly. Yeah, we'll pick him up just in case. You know, we don't want anyone to come strolling by and panic. That wouldn't be great. So now, let's go down here. Taking those guys out is very important. We'll put this here. Go use this. Over the camera. Because I do wonder if we had come in the other way, and this camera facing that direction had seen us, right? Like if we came across that direction, and the camera saw us, I imagine this turret would come down, turn around, and it'd just be a nightmare. Not great. Not great at all. However, I don't know. Oh, because there's the guys on the top floor, the guys on the bottom floor. Okay, there's an ATM over there. That's nice. I've just, I don't know the best approach. It is that because that's the security button. If they hit that, the alarm goes off. I don't know how far he can see, and I don't want to risk it. So I just gotta say it real quick. Alright, come on, come on, come on, come on. Hoop! Oh, we got him. We got him. Go, 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 go. Retreat. Retreat until he passes out. How far did he get? Ooh. So close. Maybe a little too risky. But we did it. What do we got? Lockpick? Great. Okay, I don't know if we can hit him from here. But I'm sure gonna try. Oop! Sucker. What fool. Alright. Let's see. Just let that kind of settle itself. Nice. Very cool. Ow. Oh god, what?
Take him out.
Jesus. Oh, pass out already.
This security setup is strictly amateur stuff. Keep an eye out for ways to bypass it.
Something
These old
funny.
pre-millennial
Oh, God,
buildings
they're
are
everywhere.
riddled with ventilation shafts and maintenance tunnels.
Damn it. Hold on. Wait a minute.
I think Gunther is being held behind this laser trick.
It's kind of all. It was kind of all bad. That was a mess. What a mess. I should have been a little bit more careful. We will be. God, I don't know why. I'm not rushing, but I feel like I might be going a little too fast. Right? We're not on a time limit. We let him go, right? We let him go. We be real cool about this. Oh, he almost made it. He made it a little bit further down the stairs this time. Okay, so let's be real careful, because again, there's still people around here that we don't even know where they are, right? We don't know where they are. Oh, no way. That's fun. Yo, we'll drink up. Like, it's only 1 point, but hey. Thirsty. How are we looking anyway? Ooh, torso. Okay, everything's a little bit scratched. Public banking terminal. Icebreaker ready. Oh yeah, that's right, because we upgraded so we can hack these. Unauthorized access will be met with excessive force. I kind of want to try to hack it. How does that work? Does it give us something to type in? Or... close? That's it? And we're done? Nice, so we just kind of took $100. Is that how that worked? Yeah, we did. Very, very neat. Big fan. It's gonna be a cool mechanic. So we know the guy that was taken hostage is on the ground floor, which is this floor. This is the ground floor. So somewhere here. PS20. It's a PS20. What is a PS20? It's a weapon. It does 25 damage. It is a 100% accurate. 900 feet. The PS20 is a disposable plasma-based weapon developed by an unknown security organization as a next-generation stealth pistol. It's a pistol. Unfortunately, the necessity of maintaining a small physical profile restricts the weapon to a single shot. Despite its limited functionality, the PS20 can be lethal at close range. It is a one-shot pistol. That is fascinating. That's cool. It's got one shot, but it's got one good shot. Oh, and this is the front door, right? Very cool. It's very cool that we have like a couple ways to enter here. There's nothing over here. So we go down real stealthy, right? Real stealthy. We got one, and then one clip. We got one shot, one clip. Hopefully. These guys had something.
I think Gunther is being held behind this laser-triggered alarm. If you don't want to set off the alarm, you can either hack the control panel in the doorway or find a way around. My blueprint of the statue shows a few air shafts.
There's air shafts? This is cool. There's so many options. What is this? Oh, it's a lamb. Okay, lamb, lockpick, and... Brother. I set up the turrets and cameras this... God damn it. Okay, well, no, I read it, so I can read it. I can read it in the menu now. Right? Brother, I've set up the turrets and cameras in the statue ruins. A hasty defense, but since we won't be here long, it should work. The security computer login is NSF001. Password is smash the state. That's right. Confirm no deletion. Yes, please. Dude, I don't want to delete these by accident. Cool, so we got the security computer info. It needs 2 tools. But we would need a multi-tool. So I don't think we have 2. Okay. Okay, can I get... I want to dart him, man. Okay. It is very secure. But okay, so I used the tool to shut down the camera, which I think in general was a way better idea because of that turret. But, so there's air shafts. Air shafts. Do we see them on the images? Because we're in the statue, right? This is the dock where the guy would have been that we needed to meet, optionally, to get us inside.
The NSF put a commercial-grade security bot in this area. You can either avoid its patrol route, or, if you're feeling lucky, try and take it out with the EMP grenades or explosives. I wouldn't recommend taking it on with small arms.
Yeah, that's too risky. I tried that in training. It didn't go too well. Oh, there's no more water. We drank it all. Okay, air shafts. I would imagine air shafts are in the ceiling or the wall. And there it is, in the floor. Very unexpected.
This security setup is strictly amateur stuff. Keep an eye out for ways to bypass it. These old pre-millennial buildings are riddled with ventilation shafts and maintenance tunnels.
Nice. Oh, cool. Hell yeah. Honestly, this is kind of... This is neat. We're sneaking through. Damn. Can they follow us in here if we run into one? I don't know. Oh. We got a multi-tool. At a 40. Let's go. Drinking in the shafts. Was this soy food? Let's see. Ooh, a door pick. I don't know. Do we want to? I don't know if we want to pick that because that could go straight into the room where the guy's wandering around. So I'm going to wait until we check out the rest of our. We'll look at the whole shaft first before we make a decision. Ooh, nice med kit. Another PS20. We can only carry one because it's so strong. Because it's basically one shot, one kill. Dude, you... Oh. So many people use that ATM each day that it's busted 90% of the time, but if it is working, you might need some cash today for the pub. Crawl, we've got plane in the city. Don't let the tourists get you down. See you there tonight, sweetie. Account number 2302... Oh, that's cool. 230023, pin number 4558. Jonathan, your husband-to-be. P.S. I was serious last night. I really want to get married in the statue. We met there on duty, and all our friends work there. Yeah, that's kind of sad. I mean, I hope nothing happened to them. God damn. But that is cool. Like, we could use that account and take their stuff. It's kind of fascinating as the option, right? However, that does seem not super nice. Not super cool. Uh-oh. They hear something. Hold that. I don't know if it got anybody, but if it did, it kind of felt like it got us a little bit, but I don't know if that's just the effect. Okay, I need to figure out this bar. I got so much stuff on here. Alright, we'll put these... I do like the gas grenades. Those are nice. The knife, probably not so much right now. Let's put the lockpicks. Right? Okay. Great. What's there? Oh. Oh, it is a hallway. It is the hallway. It is the hallway.
Big guy. He can't hide for long.
Oh, God. He hear us? Oh, he had to have heard. I don't know how he did, but he did.
Keep looking. Something funny about that guy.
Something funny about that guy, huh? Yeah. Yeah, is that me? Why? What's so funny about me?
The guy vanished.
Bitch.
Take him out. Oh.
Mother, father.
Big guy. He can't hide for long. Wait. Quiet.
Of course he ran out there and turned on the alarm.
I know I heard something.
Yep. Oh, good. He turned it off. That's nice.
Is someone there?
No. Just your conscience.
I guess we're safe.
That's right. You are safe. So safe.
That's him. They found
He's
us.
a cop.
Nope.
They found us.
You're so safe. Don't worry. You're safe. You're safe now.
Gunther's in that room, one of our top agents.
Oh, Gunther. Okay, we gotta save Gunther. We'll break him out. Don't worry. It's all good. It's good. I'm just poking around, make sure we get everything else that may possibly be left behind. Nuka-Cola. Damn, they gave him this whole room? That's a generous. That's a lot of space. Is there anything we left behind? No. No, I think we're good. We're good. We can let him out now. Just like that. Weapon modification for accuracy. Oh god. What? Damn it. No, you piece of shit. I was in here earlier and the camera wasn't looking that way. It was looking over here. Security, computer terminal. Hack. Well, actually, no. Wait, we know the information. We know the information. Right? It was NSF001. Yeah. Username, NSF. Actually, I think it's cool that I gotta type this. NSF001. And then the password was... Oh god. Was it hack the state? Oh no. What was it? It was... break the state? Smash the state. Damn it. Smash the state. Of course. Oh my god. Very cool. That's actually super sick. What a cool fucking mechanic. Camera status. Off. Wait. We do it over... Is there a way we can get it, like, maybe off of the door? It doesn't matter. Door access. Unlocked. Door status. Open. Turret status. Enemies. Everything. Bypassed. Bypassed. So it'll attack nothing then, right? That's so cool. What if we, just in case, ask for you guys. Very cool, because, oh, what are these, this was probably one of the cameras, the other cameras I hacked, right? And it's actually angled over there. That's so cool. What an interesting detail. What is this? Whoa. I mean, come on, we look fucking sick. The trench coat, the bodysuit. I guess it's like body armor. The sunglasses. Suave. Right, I wasn't sure if that was us at the beginning or not, talking to the one guy. He had a lot of head veins. I wasn't sure what was going on there, but... Oh, my guy.
Glad you're not hurt, Agent.
Command should not have left us to be surrounded.
Risk is part of the job. I think you lucked out this time.
Agent Navarra and I were ready to go in, but for no reason they said pull back. I do not retreat. Please give me a weapon and move out of the way.
Give me a weapon, get out of my way. Alright, I don't retreat. First off, he's augmented. Man, my dude. Like, it looks like he's got, like, augmented muscles. Obviously, his eyes. His head. Like, the top of his head. And his spine. Like, this dude is jacked. As you wish. Take my pistol. First thing is to get you out of here. I'll handle the enemy. See, the thing is, this is the agent that they were saying was captured. It is interesting. Like, do we arm him? Edivar and I were ready to go in, but for no reason, they said pull back. See, if they told you to pull back, then there's clearly a reason, right? I'll handle the enemy. It would be cool to have him, you know, with us, but, I mean... I do not retreat. Please give me a weapon and move out of the way. Oh god. I may be overthinking this, but I've tried to think, like, if they didn't want him to go in, There was a reason. But it's fine. No, I got it. It's
First
cool.
thing is to get you out of here. I'll handle the enemy.
Excuse that I have forgotten your brother Paul Denton and the infinite power of nano-augmentation.
I just can't spare any arms. Please retreat to a safe location.
Go ahead. Advance up the stairs to the command center at the top. I will take my rusty metal bones and sweep away into the junk pile.
Oh, it's not like that, bro. No, don't do that. Why is it? Cause like his level of augmentations are different? Because like he was saying, the nano augmentation, probably like literally us and our brother Paul.
Now I see the reason for the pullback. They wanted to show off their new nano-augmentation technology.
That's not what I meant, bro. Damn it. It's probably true, though. He's probably not wrong. Right, because they kind of Paul implied that this would be a
I cannot
test.
interfere with your demonstration.
Come on, man.
Go ahead, put on a show for the bureaucrats.
Oh.
Enjoy yourself. Soon they will be tired of their new toy.
I feel bad now. Oh, no. That's not what I was... I was just like... If anything, I was trying not to cause more trouble. Now I've gone and offended him. It wasn't like that, dude. Oh, no. Now I feel real bad. Shit. I gotta go this way because I can't hack the... Couldn't hack the thing. We have enough now, I think we could hack it, but at this point there's no reason to hack it because we don't have to be here anymore. I guess if I didn't use the one on that, and I did get the one over here, we could have hacked and it would have been fine. But it's okay. Is there anything else? Toss you guys. It's very bright. Put that over there. Alright, cool. Now let's go. Let's go where we were trying to go before. Now we set him free. But that's so... It's kind of... I do believe, right? Like, this is obviously probably a test for us. And by us, I mean, like, the way that our tech is being so different and a little bit more advanced. Is there anything else? Not really. Okay, so... gotta get upstairs. Is there any other way besides the... well, the obvious way? I guess not. Alright. Okay, before we go upstairs, I think it'd probably be a good idea, right? Probably maybe to use a health kit. Our torso is torn, and that's where our heart is. That's where most of our organs are, which is probably something that we want to keep intact, right? Soy food, fine print, seasoned with nanoscale mechanochemical generators. Delicious. This TSP, textured soy protein, not only tastes good, but also self-heats when its package is opened. Wow. So... Does this heal? Or is this like maybe for something else? I know, right? Soda. The can is blank except for the phrase product placement here. It is unclear whether this is a name or an invitation. That's hilarious. My god. Okay. What if... You know, let's just use a soda. Let's see what happens. 2 points. Incredible. Okay. And then... we picked up this mod, right? When clamped to the frame of most projectile weapons, a harmonic balancer will dampen the vertical motion produced by firing a projectile, resulting in increased accuracy. UNATCO ops file note SCI-08-BLUE blue. Almost any weapon that has a significant amount of vibration can be modified with a balancer. I've ever seen it work with the mini crossbow and a prototype plasma gun, Sam Carter. End note. Drag over weapon to upgrade. Weapons highlighted in green can be upgraded with this mod. Very cool. I think we definitely need it for this. This thing has so much sway. It's a lot of sway. Ooh, the baton. How's the baton compared to this thing? Base damage 6, 50% accuracy. 7. Very cool. Right, there doesn't seem to be durability, though. Which I guess is good. It means it won't break the more I use it. A hefty looking baton, typically used by riot police and national security forces to discourage civil resistance. Okay, so what are we looking at? So let's go to the health, torso, heal. Oh wow, that's not much. Okay, I feel like that's pretty good. Our left arm will be fine. It'll be alright. It'll be okay.
Gunther has reestablished contact. He says you helped him escape. Good work.
Do my best.
Some news, JC.
I know I heard
The
something.
NSF targeted a shipment of the plague vaccine Ambrosia. We can't locate it. See if the leader will surrender when you reach the command post. We'd like to interrogate him.
Alright, I'll see if he's willing to surrender. God damn it. They're literally just waiting up there. Okay. Alright, it's all good. Right? It's all good. It's all good, guys. Oh.
Uh-oh.
I love that. It's so funny. Uh-oh. Here, come here. Oh no, that's right. It kills me too. I don't know why I thought I'd not immune to the own gas. That's why we say, because this is going to be so brutal. But no.
Gunther has reestablished contact.
I think this is a lot smarter approach.
Good work.
So a gas grenade I think is good. That's a good
Some
idea.
news, JC. The NSF targeted a shipment of the plague vaccine Ambrosia. We can't locate it. See if the leader will surrender when you reach the command post. We'd like to interrogate him.
I don't think he will, but I will definitely ask, because that follows with the note, or not the note, but the conversation we heard from some of the NSF guys earlier. In fact, it is... Where is it? Not that one. Did they find the shipment, the whole supply, right? And then, guys were right. So we're not pulling out. And then Jojo's like, he wants the distribution network. So he basically, so they took the entire shipment of the vaccine, and this is now confirmed, and that's pretty bad.
Huh?
Did it get him? Did it get him? Oh. Hold on. I was hurting him. Oh. Oh no, I don't have any tranquilizer darts. That's unfortunate. Man. Okay. Where are you going? Where are you going? Okay. Rose upgrading pistols probably makes that go a little bit faster. Very good. Oh, cigarettes? We love it. We love to see it. What else? Anything else out here? Flares. Take some flares. Oh, a PS20. This is very cool that this entire level is just completely open like that. Danger. Structure unstable. Area condemned.
Easy. We want you to take this one alive and conscious. Find out what you can about the shipment, then turn him over to one of the troopers.
Okay. Well, he's like easy. It's like, I guess because I've ended up killing some people and they recognize that. I want it to be a lot stealthier, a lot more less lethal. But hey, buddy. He doesn't have a gun, which I guess could be a good thing. Hey, man. You good?
Don't shoot. I surrender.
So you think you know better than FEMA what to do with this month's ambrosia shipment?
You're too late. It's on its way back to the people, and you can't do a damn thing about it.
What? So, wait a minute. So we're trying to take the cat, and he said that it's on its way back to the people because they're gonna take it and then distribute it back to the people, but probably not out of kindness, right? Except send you people, except send you back to the people in a body bag. Tell me about the shipment, and I'll order the troops to pick you up as a prisoner instead of a corpse. Damn.
Tell me about the shipment, and I'll order the troops to pick you up as a prisoner instead of a corpse.
Ask away. We already won this round.
Where are you taking it?
We're just giving ordinary people the same chance to survive as the bureaucrats in Washington.
You'll have to unload in New York because the choppers would spot you at sea.
I think the government made the plague on purpose to get rid of the population growth.
Ooh. What a
Well done.
conspiracy.
I will pass on your orders to the troopers. Report back to base on the west side of the island. Mission complete.
We're back to base on the west side. Okay. Alright, man.
The chief finally let us loose. We were right behind you and cut through them like a hot knife through butter.
Yeah?
Just answer the question.
Don't believe me? It's all in the numbers. For 100 years, there's been a conspiracy of plutocrats against ordinary people.
Do you have a single fact to back that up?
Number one, in 1945, corporations paid 50% of federal taxes. Now they pay about 5%. Number two, in 1900, 90% of Americans were self-employed. Now it's about 2%.
So?
It's called consolidation. Strengthen governments and corporations, weaken individuals. With taxes, this can be done imperceptibly over time.
Damn, dude, they see through the system, the lies.
I'll take it from here.
Augmentation canister. Cool. Alright, nice.
I guarantee you that the interrogation staff at UNATCO will not be as forbearing as I am.
Yeah, the secret police. You're just bullies for a completely illegitimate government in Washington.
We will locate that shipment one way or another.
The entire executive branch is handpicked. 19 of the last 23 U.S. presidents have been members of the Trilateral Commission. The Trilateral Commission is financed by the Rockefellers and the Rothschilds. Don't tell me.
That's a think tank. Anyone can become a member.
But not everyone does. That's why they call it the secret government.
Ooh. This is deep.
You can't fight ideas with bullets.
No, but you can end
Good work, Agent.
people with bullets. Which doesn't really do what we want it to do in this moment.
We're gonna
but-
lock this guy away for a long time.
Yeah, probably.
We're gonna lock this guy away for a long time.
Did you ever ask what it's for? The surveillance, the police, the shoot-on-sight laws. Is that freedom?
Ooh.
UNATCO teaches teenagers to fight when it still seems like a game. And look at you. You're a killing machine.
Yeah, he coming out with some serious
Who's
statements.
the scary one, huh? Me or you? The more of us you kill, the more that secessionism lives in the hearts of the people. Ever wonder why big car companies pay 2% tax while the guys on the assembly line pay 40?
Damn. I could see why their ideals probably resonated with the average individual out there. Right? But I mean, you still can't go blowing shit up. But
Corporations are so big you don't even know who you're working for. That's terror. Terror built into the system. UNATCO teaches teenagers to fight when it still seems like a game. And look at you. You're a killing machine.
I am who I am. But I don't really know what that is. We follow orders. But I guess that comes into question, like, what orders? Do we just follow every order? Is the system helping us? Does that matter? Is that even part of our job? Our job isn't to question the system. It's to enforce the system. But then I guess what happens when the system's wrong? What do you do? Can I just... Oh, yeah, maybe we don't do that too often. I may be augmented a little bit, but I'm not invincible. Get you over here. That's very interesting. So they literally... So ambrosia. Ambrosia is the disease? Ambrosia is the disease? Right, because what is it? The plague vaccine, ambrosia. So ambrosia is the name of the vaccine. Okay. So they took an entire shipment of that vaccine. They took it. And they're going to redistribute, according to him, according to that guy, they're going to redistribute it to the people.
Shame, isn't it? The French terrorist group Silhouette claims that France was wrong to give the U.S. the statue. We think they planned the bombing.
Damn. Wow. Yeah, they shouldn't... That really doesn't tell me it was a... The French shouldn't have given us the statue, so we're gonna blow it up instead. Take that. You know, it was like French resources that built it and sent it over here.
They sent us in to pick up the pieces. We've already searched the bodies and delivered the enemy munitions to the quartermaster.
Good. Good stuff. Good job.
Don't worry about the bodies. We'll handle the cleanup.
Great. Not even worried about it. I was gonna leave them here anyway. That's the other camera. I wonder, flares probably could have been used as a distraction, too. That probably would have been a good idea. But we didn't enter this way. Oh, another lockpick. Very good. Excellent. So we head to the west, which is where we're going. Okay. And so, like, obviously, it's kind of interesting, right? The fact that they took the vaccine and they're saying, oh, it's going back to the people, right? And try to finish my thought on it. And how that's actually, you can't just go hijack a ship, steal the stuff, right? Obviously, but they're doing it. NSF is for the people, right? That's the view. And then UNATCO, they're the ones who allegedly, according to the NSF, are intentionally withholding like proper amounts, like not distributing it fairly in order to keep the plague as maybe a control for the people, right? Because if you cured it all, then, you know, control goes away. Okay. I'm just curious what could possibly be in here. Ooh, credit shit. $100. Nice. And sniper ammo. I'm sorry. Animal carcass. I didn't find anything. I stepped on it by accident. That's so sad. He was just hanging out. He didn't do anything. It's pepper gun. Prod charger. Data cube. Brother, I've set up the turrets and cameras in the statue ruins. A hasty defense potential. Oh, this was out here too. Nice. Very cool. Okay. Let's see. I realize also I have Steam set for F12 to take screenshots by default. So every time I turn on the flashlight, I'm taking a screenshot. Should probably fix that before I have like 1,000 screenshots by the end of this game. There he is. There's our guy.
We've got the island secured. How do things look in the statue? The leader surrendered. So they were after Ambrosia. A month's supply for the East Coast. We think they've taken it back to the city. I didn't know UNATCO handled the Ambrosia distribution. Manderley will brief us shortly. UNATCO makes sure the limited supply of vaccine gets to government agencies and key industries. It's good to finally see some action. Yeah, well, pace yourself. You killed a lot of people tonight. I'll handle things out here. You better get to Manderley's office on level 2 and report for duty.
Yeah, say it like that. You killed a lot of people tonight? Okay, how many did I really... That's kind of... Is that actually true? Like, do they actually think that? It's like if I gone through this like as like pure stealth, like no casualties.
Get inside. I'll meet you in Manderley's office. Get inside. I'll meet you in Manderley's office.
Okay, but I kind of want to poke around, see what's going on.
Way to go, sir.
Way to go, sir. Thanks, man. I mean, I do feel like I wanted to handle that a little bit more stealthy than we did. Ooh, I can unlock this. Whoa. What is this? Secret bunker. There's an exploration bonus. What is this? Electromagnetic... Ooh, an EMP grenade. Nice. Good find. Locked. Infinite. So we would need a keypad bypass. Ooh, we could bypass it. I kind of want to try. Why not? See what happens. Ooh, very cool. A lot of high tech. Tranquilizer darts. Data cube. Digital night shift van camera system. Login, same as old login. Satcom, new password, UNATCO _001. PS, we will beat you at darts on Saturday, suckers. Medkit. Fascinating. Let's see. So we could hack it. We could hack it, but we could also just log in. Which I assume is the login that we just got, right? Right, the UNATCO _001. Let's give it a try. Ooh, that's cool. Whoa. I love the camera system. I think it's so neat. We can do zooming in. Oh, Mr. President. Wow. So it's security outside of here. I don't know, it's a neat little thing that we could do. It's not like a huge, doesn't really help us in this moment, but it's not about that. It's the fact that we can.
Followed orders.
Gunther is, in a way,
Get inside.
being
I'll meet you in
restricted
Manderley's office.
because of how he's built. Right? I could believe that. Us and Paul, we're the guys. We're the guys now. Which kind of sucks, because, like, you have somebody who... I mean, we don't know that for sure, but I could believe it, right? We're the new guy, right? We're the new nanotech guy, right? So I could totally see they want to put us through a test, which is what this is seen as both, right? Like, the NSF were actually attacking this place, and this was a good opportunity for us to go in and show what we're made of. But you're somebody who's permanently changed your body. Like, you have removed your eyes. You have literally redone a bunch of stuff to your body permanently. And then, after however many years, They basically just tell you, okay, you know what? We got this like way better tech going, so you're good. Actually, you could kind of take it easier. Now, thanks though. You're like, what the fuck? Meade bucks Congress. APR, Washington, D.C. Defying Congress for the third time this year, President Meade unilaterally paid the United States late dues to the United Nations. Like good tenants, we must pay our rent on time, he told reporters. Leaders of both parties criticized the move. Where does he get the cash? Asked Senator Ryden, D. Illinois. Clearly, from some budget item yet to be approved by this Congress. Ooh, calling out the president. The Republicans were no kinder. This council member has been betrayed, and so has America. Said Senator Osno, Liverpool, or California. The Congress came together to approve a UNATCO presence on U.S. soil, but we do not write a blank check. No, sir. A superpower does not pay rent. Damn. What a line. What a power move. Right? So the United Nations, obviously, you gotta make paying, but the thing is, the fact that people call it is, where'd the money come from? Right? Where's the money? And then to say it's from a budget item that is yet to be approved by this Congress. So essentially, he spent the money without the approval? I don't know. This council member has been betrayed, and so has America. Yeah, as a superpower, we do not pay rent. What a line. I mean...
Way to go, sir. I thought Gunther was a goner.
Nah, it was never an option.
That's against protocol, Agent.
Oh, is your kid? I'm sorry. I thought that, you know what? I honestly thought that was
It's
just
my first day, too. I'm pretty excited.
Okay, cool, great. It's his first day.
I was in your class at the academy. You probably don't remember.
Private Lloyd.
Manderley's office is on level 2. He's expecting you.
Great.
I've got to watch the doors.
You do. You go and do that, Private. Shannon. Ammunition disappearing again, so we're changing the door code for the comm van near the helipad. New code 0451. The one that we hacked into. Alex. So that's cool. So we maybe don't always jump at the chance to hack. It could obviously go a little bit quicker if we do, but we don't have to sometimes.
I was in your class at the academy. You probably don't remember.
President Philip Meade. This is our guy. This is the one in charge. Wow. Look at that. The world.
Check in with Manderley on level 2.
That's the plan. Oh, United Nations Anti-Terrorist Coalition. A little bit of a sip right there. God, we're so cool looking. I'm sorry, it's really the sunglasses that pull it all together. That and the coat.
Come on in. The retinal scanner can read blood vessel patterns right through your sunglasses.
We never have to take them off. That's so cool. Absolutely.
I heard there was a lot of fighting topside.
Not as much as you'd think, right? Not as much as you'd think. Not too bad.
Remember that Mr. Manderley wants to see you. Level 2. His secretary, Janice Reed, has your login and password.
Good. Great. Level 1.
We finally got to cap some rebels, eh, Denton?
Cap some
The
rebels.
NSF won't try that trick again.
It's funny you say that. I anticipate that this will, in fact, not be the
Hell
last
of a
time.
first day.
Right?
Didn't know the NSF had so many people in New York.
Kind of makes you wonder. Okay. There's some stuff here. We could unlock it.
We'll finish the job when we get to Manhattan.
Could unlock this too. UNATCO. Maybe we don't just start kind of breaking into everybody's room. I mean,
Good
I already
work up
feel
there.
bad I stole the private's candy bar. That's not great. Ooh. I don't know whose office this is.
You found your office.
Oh.
Did Janice give you your login? I guess not.
Oh, I
Let's
didn't get
see. JCD password Bionic Man.
Bionic Man. That's kind of cool, right? I was just poking around. I was just exploring. I didn't intend to find my office first. Manderley? That's it? Or is this Manderley? This seems like that. Okay, that seems like his office. Level 3.
Before the briefing, you've got to go to level 3 for your equipment and a medical examination. See Jaime Reyes in the med center and Sam Carter in the armory.
All right.
That was a close one up there.
I guess I could poke around my office. Let's poke around the office first. All right, because I realize this place is bigger than I thought it was. I could be running around for a while. Let's poke around. What's this book? Oh my god. UNATCO Handbook. Welcome to UNATCO. Classification. The UN has 9 levels of security above top secret. 9. This manual, all material that is not otherwise marked, is classified as Angel/OA. If you are not Angel/OA or above, report immediately to your supervisor or face disciplinary action. Jeez. So, literally, if you read this line in this if you get this manual at all and you are not Angel, OA, or above, gotta. Other classification will be explained upon reaching a higher clearance. In its efforts to combat terrorism, the UN has created UNATCO for the swift deployment of a coordinated force to counteract any insurgent operations. You are justifiably proud to be part of this organization. Your physical capabilities place you within the upper 1% of national ground combat units, while your mental capabilities have been honed to sharpness by the UNATCO Academy. But as part of a larger organization, you also understand the necessity to heed orders from your superiors without hesitation. Your superiors are typically briefed on matters for which you may not be cleared, and hesitation on part of the agent can result in the serious impairment of mission objectives and attendant casualties. UNATCO had faith in you, and this faith will be rewarded in due time as your operational capacities are increased. Brave the darkness, for you carry the torch of freedom. Damn, whoever wrote that was so proud. Guy who wrote this handbook. Man. But no, okay, so this answers, I guess, a couple questions that I was thinking about. Like, who is... Like, where is UNATCO like a mercenary operation? Right? We just end up being contracted by, the government. But so the UN, the United Nations, created UNATCO. So UNATCO is officially it's a government organization that is essentially a counter-terrorism force. Right? That's the entire idea. And the reason why we aren't questioning anything is because it's not our job. But it's also literally in the handbook. You do not. You heed orders without hesitation. They say kill that guy, you kill that guy. They say don't kill that guy, bring him back. We don't kill that guy, we bring him back. We don't think, we act. UNATCO Handbook. UNATCO and the public. In carrying out their duties, UNATCO agents often come in contact with the public. You are a peacekeeper, and your first objective is to safeguard human life. Though terrorists may see an advantage in harming civilians, UNATCO agents do not. Issue a warning before firing at a suspect, and always instruct bystanders to get down on the ground. Refrain from firing into large crowds. Every civilian hurt is collateral damage. However, keep in mind that no civilian with a clearance below Angel OA should be trusted and may be a potential spy. Anyone can be a spy, and secrecy is our ally. Remember, we're all in this together. Fascinating. We are a peacekeeper. First objective, safeguard human life. That is the number one priority, aside from the mission. Right? Though terrorists may see an advantage in harming civilians, UNATCO agents do not. We do not fire on civilians, no matter what. We may not trust them, but we don't fire on them. And so I wondered, are they going to try to utilize that against us? That over here. Right? It's a nice chair. Dual keyboards. Super cool. Right? What was our login? That's right, JCD Bionic Man. Bionic Man. Oh, there's emails. This is gonna be a game. Very cool. J-Raz greetings and nanotech briefings. To JCD from J-Reyes. Greetings and nanotech briefings. From to subject. Hello, guess I'll have to get used to calling you JC around the office. Not sure where they came up with that, but at least they gave you the same last code name as your brother. Anyways, whatever they're calling you, it's good to see a familiar name on the roster. My first job here has been to read up on your augmentations. I'm beginning to see why you found classes so easy. Every neuron in your head has been augmented. Oh my god. What? Every neuron. For example, the voice in your head from an operator, someone here at HQ able to handle the scanning equipment in your skull and broadcast device over your info link, is fully formed right into your temporal lobe, bypassing the eardrum and its sensory neurons. And it's perfectly inaudible to everyone around you, of course, not to mention that the nanites clinging to your axons can both receive and transmit symbolic information. So if you ever need help, don't sweat it. Someone at HQ probably already knows. Goodbye if you want to hear more. This is great stuff. Jaime. That's crazy. That's insane. So, it transmits symbolic. So literally, before we even probably think about any of it, somebody at HQ already knows before we even get that far. But that is really cool. So all the radio talk, like all the direct communication that we've been receiving through that mission, right? That's not physically in person. That just goes straight into our brain. It's not in our ears. It's literally transmitted straight into our... It's straight... That's nuts. That's crazy. Crazy. Nano augmentation and you. Let's see. So this is from Reyes to... Oh. To Navarre, Herman, and us. Okay, I was asked by the regional medical coordinator to forward this information to all of you. I do so without further comment. Dr. Reyes. By now you've heard about the upcoming transition to nano augmentation. It's coming, but not as soon as you think. UNATCO has only one nano-augmented agent, with a second just now graduating from the academy. It will be years before the program leaves the laboratory. So quite literally, we are one of two. And that's it. We just graduated. That was us. That's why this is our first mission. Your mechanical augmentations are not obsolete. Some agents express concern that they will be walking junk in 10 years. If it was a fair complaint. One agent expressed their fears in an anonymous email saying, "We will be sold at flea markets, old gray golems, for scaring the children. So what about my legs? What about my life?" I feel like these are fair questions. Keep some perspective. Prosthetics remain the only proven technology for enhancing human abilities. Those who make the sacrifice are appreciated, commended, and saluted as heroes. Yep. Of course they are. 100%. As I've never seen a single instance where they're not. At all. Jesus. Prosthetics is the only proven technology for enhancing human abilities. Those who make the sacrifice are appreciated, commended, and saluted as heroes. I do like how they don't deny it, though. They don't say anything. They're like, "You're gonna be walking junk. You're gonna get rid of us. You're gonna toss us out, right? You're gonna replace us." And he's like, "Calm down, okay? Listen, we appreciate the sacrifice you made. You're a hero for doing it." Anyway, and like that's it. Like, there's no That's it. That's kind of. I feel like it's exactly the response that I would imagine. That's why I like when he's like, I do so without further comment. Yep. Med Directorate. Nano-augmentation stressors. Okay, this is going to us. Okay, so no one else is included on this one. Nano-augmented agents will often encounter stress created by resentment among fellow agents, particularly those who have been mechanically augmented. Yes, the ones who have been mechanically augmented probably aren't going to be big fans of us being the way we are, because we now are seen as the favorite, the new one, the cool ones, and they are considered, in their mind, obsolete. In an effort to secure freedom and liberty for those under their protection, many UNATCO agents have chosen to sacrifice social acceptance for mission performance by surgically replacing limbs and organs with mechanically or electronically enhanced equivalents. But your nano-augmentations point the way in the future. To the future, thousands of microscopic living organic machines that exist in symbiosis with your body. So we are not like mechanically enhanced at all in the same way, right? We are basically just a normal human dude with a bunch of nano machines living inside of us. Because such augmentations create only minimal disfigurement, they are likely to be a source of friction between you and other mechanically augmented agents, but it is important to understand that UNATCO is an organization where individuals must act in concert. Each is important to the world, and mutual understanding is essential in teams comprised of diverse human and augmented agents. If you have any further questions or wish to discuss these issues, please feel free to send an email to carvereschels/unatco.4352.768 to make an appointment, and welcome to UNATCO, agent. Yeah. No, the friction between us and them, I totally believe it, right? It kind of it sucks. Does. Right, because it's not personal. Right, so okay, before the briefing we gotta go to level 3 to get our equipment and medical examination, but the thing is, do we want to go to Manderley first? Right? Because I'm not sure if these are in order. I guess maybe we should go do the medical exam first, right? We can always come back. I don't imagine it's gonna be an issue in what order we do it, right? Get a little bit of water, a little sip. Couple sips. Oh, it's this little guy.
I don't like getting shot at. Not one bit.
I mean, who does, right? The reflections are cool. Like, that's crazy. Whoa, so this is what it looks like when we're crouching? Like, he's back there looking like the... What the hell? Like, wait, you're not augmented the same way. We're different. We're built different, literally. You wouldn't understand. Wow. Probably turn that off, save water. Plan and all that. Okay, medical.
Thank God my shift is almost over.
Bro. I don't know if I even have shifts. UNATCO Computer Ops, Alex Jacobson.
You're getting warm.
It's really funny.
I didn't know we'd be fighting a war.
It's kind of a little crazy, too, when you think about it, right? Like, we're just walking around, and they know how close we are to everything. Right? So he's in Carter for equipment. I guess we can get our equipment first. That's probably not too bad of an idea, right?
At ease, Agent Denton.
General Carter, I read about the Merced operation in school. This is a great honor.
I'm not a general anymore. Just call me Carter.
I can't believe what the NSF did to your family.
Enough of that, soldier. We each have our troubles. I lost my children, but you've had to grow up without your parents, which requires more courage. I don't think it matters.
My parents died in a car accident. That's different.
I said that's enough. You have your own op and time is short. How about I issue you a stealth pistol?
That sounds fine. Thank you, sir.
What else do you think you'll need?
I appreciate that's cool. That sucks, dude. Holy shit. The NSF killed his fucking kids. Jesus. A smart lockpick is always handy. Can you spare a nanotech tech tool? Just give me ammo. Ooh. What's a smart lockpick? Or is that just a regular lockpick? Can you spare a nanotech tech tool? That seems like it could be cool too. I don't know what these are.
Can you spare a nanotech tech tool?
A man who uses his head.
Ah.
I like that. Now move out. Manderley's waiting.
Okay, so it's just a multi-tool. That's what it... Got it. Okay. I thought it was like a special type. That was gonna be like a special type. He's...
No time for chit-chat.
Alright, that's fine. Understandable. We got business to take care of. So what is... Where is this thing? Stealth pistol. So it is by default stealthy. It doesn't have like an add-on that makes it stealthy. Stealth pistol is a variant of the standard 10mm pistol with a larger clip and integrated silencer designed for wet work at very close ranges. That's very cool. It's a little bit weaker, right? Because this does 14 damage, right? Like 15, and this does 8. So you're trading off a little bit of damage for...
I don't like getting shot at. Not one bit.
There we go. A little bit more water. What we got over here? Ooh. Stuff placed. Human eye augmentation. Okay, so... Yikes. Okay, so that's the eye. Literally replaces the entire eye. The whole thing is like a computer, because that's obviously like the front of the eye. And then... Man, it's a little low res, but I think we can all make it out. It looks... I mean, impressive. It is impressive. Technological capabilities. Right, nano-augmented guidelines from the UNATCO Med Directorate. Nano-augmentations, once installed, irrevocably alter the physiological system that they affect, and in many cases cause all subsequent augmentations to be rejected. However, the exact number of augmentations each system can support varies. The various interdependencies between these systems can be seen in the following table. The details possible nano-augmentation combinations. Interesting. So arms, combat strength, or microfibral muscle. Legs, speed enhancement or run silent. Subdermal, EMP shield or ballistic protection. Subdermal number 2. Okay, so there's 2 subdermals. Cloak or radar transparency. Then for the torso, you got aqua lung or environmental resistance, regeneration or energy resistance, synthetic heart or power recirculator. The cranium, aggressive defense system or spy drone, optics, targeting, or vision enhancement. Specific nano-augmentations must be selected based on the mission profile of the particular agent. So the idea is, right, irrevocably alter the physiological system they affect, and in many cases cause all subsequent augmentations to be rejected. That's really cool, though. So the idea is combat strength or microfibral muscle, right? Microfibril. That's probably what how it's actually pronounced. Microfibral muscle or combat strength. So the idea is you pick one or the other. You don't get both in your legs, or in arms, right? And then for the legs, it's either speed or run silent. You can't have both. You can't augment them both ways, because one will basically make the other inoperable. Okay. I understand. Makes sense. Totally. Janine's bot specs and overview. Matsugravis GV-4 Nightingale medical bot. The Matsugarawa's GV4 is the newest addition to the MG line, their first foray into the medical bot category, largely monopolized by Page Industries and Chang's subsidiary HealTech. Unlike the competing Page or HealTech units, the MG GV4 benefits from a completely proprietary operating system developed at MG's research campus in Prague. That promises to revolutionize automated healing by combining a comprehensive medical and pharmaceutical database with MG's already proven autonomous heuristic routines. While actual field data is sketchy at this point in time, anecdotal evidence suggests that the GV4 can heal wounds far beyond the capabilities of any other competing model, though it does not require a substantial reach. It does require a substantial recharging period. That's cool. So obviously the GV4, right? The Nightingale Medical Bot. That's you. This was the thing that we picked up. Oh my god, this is actually being able to execute what we just read about. Okay, so first off, the Nightingale bot, it can heal, kind of like what we did in training, right? Like those bots, the way they heal us, but then they have like a 60-second cooldown, right? The fact that they're able to do a big amount of healing across our entire body. So microfibril muscle strength is amplified with ionic polymeric gel myofibrils. There's going to be a lot of terms that I mispronounce in this game. That allow the agents to push and lift extraordinarily heavy objects. Oh, so like the big boxes and stuff that we saw before. So Tech 1, strength is increased slightly, moderately, significantly, and then an agent is inhumanly strong. 20 units per minute. Okay, so this burns through our energy. And then what's this one? Combat strength. So sorting rotors accelerate calcium ion concentration in the sarcoplasmic reticulum, as you do, increasing the agent's muscle speed several-fold and multiplying the damage they inflict in melee combat. Effectiveness of melee weapons increased slightly. Okay, so we could either be able to push and pull heavy objects, or our melee weapon or our melee combat is a lot better. Melee weapons are almost instantly lethal. That's kind of cool. Install. Ready the melee. Ooh. So there, yeah. So we just gotta get more augmentation canisters and be able to bump these up. But there's specific types of augmentation canisters. Heal all. I don't want to show up to our exam all like flimsy. It'd be embarrassing. Right? Ooh, this guy. He's dead. Got another book. UNATCO have a dedication. Nihil aliud sit necessitas quam vincere. By Cyrus. Oh, no, I didn't mean to move your microscope. Oh, God. Okay. Skeletal augmentation. Nanomuscular augmentation. Can't go in there, that's fine. Hey, Doc.
Hey, JC.
You look like the real thing. They actually let you operate on people?
Just fixed Gunther's knee, in fact. A sticky actuator. So far, I feel more like a mechanic than a doctor.
I'm impressed.
They actually let you point a gun at people.
We'll have to catch up later. I've got to leave for New York right away. Could you send Manderley whatever it is he wants?
No problem. Listen, JC, about your augmentations. You know they're preparing to roll out the technology worldwide, right?
As long as I don't turn green and grow a pair of antennas, as I understand it.
Yeah, well, the design's pretty modular, which means you'll soon have access to upgrades from standard augmentation canisters.
Great. Have anything for me?
Not yet. But remember, if you find one of these canisters, that you need a medbot for installation.
I'll do that.
The canisters contain a colloid of ROM modules. Some are generic upgrades, others require you to make permanent choices about how to configure one of your subsystems.
It's about time they implemented some of this stuff.
Have you met your partner yet, Anna Navarra? I think she and Gunther are upstairs in the break room.
Haven't run into her.
A real piece of work. Maybe you should compare notes before the operation. You never know. She might go easier on you.
Sure, maybe I'll introduce myself.
Then report to Manderley. He told me to send you back to him on the double.
Okay, cool. I like that he actually talked it out, like what we just did, obviously. He just explained it to us, which is cool. Very nice. What is this, another
Careful.
book? Alright, I realize if we start messing with stuff that doesn't belong to us, they don't like it. It's a cool detail, right? Can't just go picking up and taking everything. Appendix A, Origins of UNATCO. In the recent years, the swelling tide of international terrorism, coupled with enmity between states, wildly varying laws, and an anachronistic devotion to arbitrary borders has resulted in the decreasing effectiveness of local law enforcement. To resolve the problem, a neutral agency was required to enforce international law in an impartial manner around the world. That make interesting. UNATCO was formed with just such a mission in mind, an organization that could transcend national boundaries and provide security for all nations that subscribe to its charter. Founded with the principles of the United Nations as its cornerstone, UNATCO is fair, just, and protects the individual liberties of all citizens of the world. The criminal thrives on anonymity, but soon there will be no place for them to hide. Victory over terrorism is the prize for our vigilance. That's crazy. This is like a world police force, basically. Damn. So, obviously, right, the difference between the different states, different countries, and all the, like, the way laws differ in different areas, right? And then the borders of those countries and states and everything cause local law enforcement to be strong in one area, but like in the next area, they're not able to maybe reinforce things that are different between areas. So essentially what they did is they made UNATCO to be able to do anything they need to do, regardless of local law, I guess. Because they're here to enforce international law in an impartial manner. I'm sure it will be. This seems... I don't know. That seems like a lot. I mean, it's probably really effective, but...
One more thing before I go, since you've been briefed on my augmentations. What can you tell me about the info link?
Let's see. Micro-receiver exostructure in the sulci, mechanocarbon threads on the axons. For queuing, you know, packet routing. Anything particularly interest you?
Is there a way to turn it off?
The info link?
Yeah, or is someone at UNATCO tuned in 24 hours?
These might sound a little funny, JC, but I'm not permitted to answer that question.
Your clearance is higher than mine?
Regarding your systems, I am your physician.
No big deal. I was just curious.
Damn. He's like, I can't answer. I can't tell you that. Wow. Damn, bro.
I wouldn't keep Manderley waiting if I were you. His office is on level 2.
I know, but now I'm thinking like, the fact that JC is thinking about it is like, can we not have somebody tagged in 24/7?
You better head out.
And then he's like, no. It's like, okay. I guess. Sure. What we got here? Restricted. UNATCO personnel only. Of course, this whole thing is UNATCO personnel only. It's secure. I guess we don't have that level of clearance. But, I mean, you know, it is what it is. So we're going to get a little sip. Alex Jacobson. I don't think we need to bother Alex, do we? I don't know. I'm so aware of taking things now. I'll read. I think read's fine. Project Debriefing. Overview. Domination 5F clearance only. What clearance do we have? I imagine we're I mean, we're allowed to read it, so I guess probably right. The noted failure of previous attempts to create a low-profile rotary aircraft involved the acquisition retrofitting of available military hardware that neither the range, ceiling, nor electromagnetic transparency to avoid numerous eyewitness accounts or unauthorized military interactions. In addition to exacerbating public misconceptions about governmental operations, such encounters also jeopardized several key missions. Project Debriefing was initiated to address this issue through the creation of a stealth aircraft that could be used as a platform for a number of mission objectives. Ooh, so Project Debriefing is about creating a new type of aircraft, right? That essentially is much more undetectable than standard. So this is like this is a big deal. It's actually kind of crazy if they actually pull it off.
You're red hot. Looks like you found me.
Oh. Change game and password to Zeitgeist next week. I guess it'll be right. Strange guy. Newspaper, Midnight Sun, Gray Death, Look to the Sky. There's a lot of read. I like a lot of the world building. It's really cool and subtle. New York. No student of recent history could fail to miss the irony that the greatest enemy mankind has faced in the 21st century was not any dispo or dictator, but the lowly microbe. Millions upon millions have been killed by the pandemics of AIDS, resistant tuberculosis, and the century flu. Now we face the greatest threat yet, the Gray Death, a plague of devastating efficiency that has surfaced in the last year. So this is the thing that Ambrosia works on. This is the plague. Right? But was this plague an accident of nature or design of science? Dr. Kenji Ishii of the New World Biomedical Health Center in New York thinks not. My analysis of this plague indicates that it is decidedly unnatural in origin, and in point of fact, may be extraterrestrial. That's... what? He went on to speculate that those afflicted, obviously a disproportionate number of the indigent seem to be infected. A situation that makes perfect sense if you consider it prelude to an invasion. No more effective way to disrupt the social, political, and military fabric of Earth has yet been devised. If this is so, then what are our leaders not telling us? And how can we be prepared? Only they know the answers. Joe Green, senior staff writer. What a fascinating deduction. What a really bring it up. Conspiracies all over the place so far. Really interesting. Because obviously, there's a speculation, right? We know it's like, okay, was this man-made? Was this made by nature? Was it created to, decrease the population growth? Maybe even decrease the population numbers, control the population, right? And now this guy, Dr. Kenji Ishii, is saying that, like, in his opinion, his professional opinion, he's like, this shit ain't natural. Extraterrestrial, alien plague, and he say because maybe it's extraterrestrial and it's come down here, it's weakening, it's fracturing, separating, disrupting all of Earth, just so they can invade. It'd be the perfect plan. Genius, really. Oh, nice. Pinball in his own office. Yo.
Like leading a mouse to cheese.
This thing is starting to give me a headache.
Don't worry, we shut it down when you go off duty.
I guess I'll get used to it.
I'm Alex Jacobson, communications engineer.
I suppose you already know who I am.
Getting there. You're certainly quicker on the uptake than your brother Paul ever was.
Thanks.
I appreciate that. Yeah. He's like, don't worry, man. Like, if you go off duty, we turn it off. Don't worry, you're good. You're good. But outside of that, it is 24/7.
Don't worry, I'll be watching your back.
I believe it. My back, front, sides.
You feel okay, JC? You're acting strange.
Am I? I'm just reading things.
It'll be interesting to see how the transmission sounds in Manhattan.
True, I guess. I mean, this is his, so it's probably you know. Ammunition is disappearing again, so we're changing the door code for the comm van near the helipad, code 0451.
I bet I could jack you into an online jukebox. We'll have to try that.
Yeah, okay, now you see, now you're just having fun. These are the connect to the antennas, I guess, right? This is his battle station. Ooh. Yeah, I figured. Do I have? I don't think he wrote his down. I mean, I'd be surprised the guy in charge of security, like, or the guy running this whole thing, to be able to just leave his stuff anywhere. Because if it's in, I wonder if it's on here. Oh, nice. Okay. Oh my god. What happens if this runs out? I want to test that. Oh god. Shit. It's fine. It's okay. Look, I gotta go.
That was a close one up there.
You're telling me. Right? Crazy. So I was right. I was right in the fact that if the hack does run down, then it is 100%. That's when it kicks us out, or it detects through the hack.
Good work out there, Mr. Denton. Mr. Manderley said you handled yourself nicely. Welcome to UNATCO HQ. Our little family keeps getting bigger.
Does Mr. Manderley available?
Yes, go right in. By the way, your computer account is ready. Log in JCD, password Bionic Man.
Alex already told me. Thanks.
I think it's so fascinating the amount of different ways that we've been able to do things so far. It's so neat. I want this, but I feel like if I pick it up, she's gonna be mad. So I'm gonna save. That'll gonna do it. UNATCO closet key code. The one downstairs? Potentially.
Hey, I'm trying to work.
Look, no, it's fine. Mr. Manderley, just FYI, your new password is Night Killer. I know you led that mission in Paris against that old terrorist organization or whatever it was. Your login is still J. Manderley. Janice, winky face. Yeah, maybe you shouldn't have written his password here and left it. I guess we can get into his computer now. But he'll probably know if we do it right in front of him. Anyway, hey guys. What's that? It's not a bad office. You get new UNATCO handbook, UNATCO and the police. Carrying out their duties, UNATCO agents often work with other law enforcement agencies. We remain a small elite organization. Until our ranks expand, we must rely on the cooperation of local police, governments, intelligence agencies, and corporate security divisions. Always be courteous when requesting information or filing an extradition request. As our jurisdiction widens, we will inevitably experience conflicts with some local officials. Do not resort to unnecessary intimidation. In these situations, report any problems to the appropriate UNATCO liaison. Above all, an international law enforcement body requires the respect and support of all participating nations. And see, this is where I imagine a lot of this friction's going to come from, right? Because you have, like, the local police, but then these guys come in and they're suddenly, like, they have more authority than you in your own country, in your own area, and it feels kind of undermining, right? So it's like, okay, work with them, and if there's resistance, don't intimidate them, but, you know, they say that. Paul, can we talk?
That will be JC's job.
What's that? Power station. The NSF have Ambrosia in a warehouse protected by cameras and booby traps. We want to power down the whole system.
We're taking one illicit generating plant, protected by weak groups of NSF. Knock out that plant, and Paul's team can walk right into the warehouse.
Just tell me where it is. The NSF are openly resisting our deployed forces, gradually falling back. You'll have to deal with them first.
And you be ready, Paul. When the power drops, go in and go in hard.
I'll use my discretion.
Go in like the U.S. Marshals. We lose the vaccine, I'm sending your butt to the mayor to explain why he and his 3 daughters won't get their pills this month.
Yes, sir. Let's not waste any time, JC. Get down to the dock. A boat is waiting to take you and your partner, Anna Navarro, to shore.
Yes, get moving. Here's your op bonus for the great job you did in the statue, plus 250 for rescuing Agent Herman. That's 1,250.
Nice.
We take care of our people around here.
Thank you, sir.
I like the bonuses.
We'll meet up in the city.
Okay, cool. But no, like that's definitely one of the things I can see from the NSF's perspective and the public's perception. The fact that they're controlling Ambrosia. Like the government controls Ambrosia, and it's basically being priority given to like high-ranking people or government people, right? Stuff like that, rather than the average person. So essentially, they all get it first, and if there's any left, right, it might go to some people, maybe. Right? So I could understand it's kind of shitty, right? Especially because of the priority.
You've come
but
to admire your partner. She's one of our best.
I know. I'm gonna talk to her before we go.
Hey, who do you think you are?
I think I know who I am. Do you know who I think I am?
Leave from where you arrived, Denton. The boat dock. Move it.
All right, Project Divic. Okay, we read this downstairs, though, so we actually gotta worry about that. I don't know what that is. That seems crazy. What does this do?
Move out, soldier.
Damn it. No. Shit. Not again. Damn it. Okay, got it back. All right, that was honestly the longest it's gone without freezing so far. This is pretty good. It's pretty good.
You'll come to admire your partner. She's one of our best.
I know, I gotta talk to her before we go. Just want to read some of your books. UNATCO and the future. As science progresses at an ever-increasing rate, more and more advanced technology is finding its way into the hands of the common criminal, resulting in a deadly threat to life and property throughout the world. While it is impractical to restrict the free flow of information already present in the public sector, UNATCO is committed to ensuring that this threat does not go unaddressed. Even now, UNATCO Research and Development employs some of the most talented scientific minds in the world to develop proprietary technologies in absolute security for field use by our agents, including such innovations as the or the life-saving, all redacted. Under no circumstances should agents discuss any piece of equipment or technique currently employed at UNATCO. Agents operating contrary to this directive will face immediate disciplinary action. Within our laboratories lies not just the future of law enforcement, but a safe, secure future for all mankind.
Move out, soldier.
Document filtered per UNATCO Terror Monitoring Act 919-05, Section 4. Wow. Such innovations as these 3 things we don't know about, but...
Move out, soldier.
Honestly... Very interesting stuff. Boot camp for Betty, APR Portland, Madison High School, Junior, Betty Souza. Will spend the semester at the Canyon City Boot Camp, says school officials. The crime? We have verified that she told another student that she knows how to make a bomb, said Principal Martin Gordley.
Move out, soldier.
So she told somebody else she knows how to make a bomb, and then they sent her to a boot camp. What makes this case notable is the parents have filed a lawsuit against the school district. Our daughter wears black, said Father
soldier.
Brandon Souza in a prepared statement. She had an occipital
Move out,
jack,
soldier.
and we let her use it to play games. So she got like some kind of eye augmentation in a way, right? And we let her use it to play games. We allowed her to get a tattoo when she turned 16, but none of this makes her a criminal.
Soldier.
Parents claim that Betty was discussing a novel by Tom Robbins, taught at Madison High, when the mention of explosives occurred. Betty Souza will not be alone in Canyon City. Last year, 15,234 young people served sentences at the state's FBI-run Good Behavior Camps, a legacy of the Northwest War.
Soldier.
What? The Northwest War? 15,000 people.
Move out, soldier.
Hold on. That's insane. That's so much. They sent 15,000 teenagers to an FBI boot camp.
Move out, soldier.
To like fix their behavior. Jeez.
Move out, soldier.
Man. I'll leave the candy bar. I'm not gonna take it from him, right? Like, he's in charge, right? Not gonna be that guy yet. No
Move
reason
out,
to be.
soldier.
I'm going. Man. Jeez. We're making progress. We're going. What is this? Wow.
JC.
Incredible.
Mind if I call you JC?
I'd be insulted if you didn't.
Glad to have you aboard.
Glad to be here. Honestly. Pleasure's mine. I can't. It's all very...
Just
oh wait,
making
no,
the
this
rounds.
is the Liberty Island. This is where we just were. Oh my god, so I'm trying to... Maybe if I'm further away. Nevada, Hong Kong, Paris. Code names. Occupations? I don't know. Anyway, so that seems to be part of the operation, right? Ooh. We do not have any lockpicks. I thought we did. Damn. I guess I should ask for those instead of the multi-tool, but I'm sure the multi-tool is going to come in handy. We're going to be happy we have it. Alright. Here we go. Let's be cool, right? We're friendly. We have no problem with them. Crazy TV, right in the wall. Newspaper, Midnight Sun, Mead from Mars. Cape Canaveral. NASA scientists confirmed that they eroded remains of the Alba Patera crater on Mars previously precisely matched the face of President Meade. It's him, declared Senior Planetary Specialist Kevlar Umla. There's his nose, that ridge, see? See the crater rim marking his hairline? The way he combs his hair, appearing in this region of parallel valleys? The White House had no comment, however, Martin Wisdom, president of EA, Enemies of Aliens, told Midnight Sun that this is the evidence we've been looking for. A warning that Mr. Meade is not human. He is probably a Martian general, a war hero. Come here to conquer the Earth with the assistance of the United Nations. Ryan Allen, staff writer. God, they found him out so quickly, too. So there's a crater on Mars. The crater looks like his face. Coincidence or not. And it's like, because the crater looks like his face, it's like, son of a bitch, that's obviously... He's an alien. We knew it the whole time. I do think it's funny that the amount of conspiracy theories that are being flung around, it's almost like, are they true? Are any of them true, or none of them true? What is true?
Are you sure you pressed the right button?
I do not make mistakes of that kind.
Your hand might have slipped.
No, I wanted orange. It gave me lemon lime.
The machine would not make a mistake.
It's the maintenance man. He knows I like orange.
So you think the staff has some kind of plot?
Yes, they do that on purpose.
God damn, he's like... Another conspiracy. Who placed the soda? Was the machine wrong, or was the guy wrong? Honestly, it's probably the guy. He didn't stock it right. Like,
My new partner, J.C. Denton. Don't tell me you're going to wear those sunglasses during a night operation.
My vision is augmented.
Better to look good than to have the distractions of another agent who needs backup.
Forgive my interruption. I just wanted to say that I look forward to working with you, Agent Navarra. Also, excuse me, I've got to be briefed by Mr. Manderley.
I do not expect you to perform as well as Agent Herman, but the mission will require us to do more than frighten the NSF with our baggy coats that make us look bigger than we really are.
I am prepared to perform my duties.
For instance, not to be a man running into enemy lines without coordinated military assault.
No problem.
Yep. I mean, you guys seem real nice.
I have to prepare for the mission. A police boat is waiting at the dock. I'll see you in Manhattan.
I will. Yes.
I have to prepare for the mission.
It's gonna be fun. We're gonna have a great time.
You will be working with Ana Navarre.
Yes.
But the list says sit out this one. I am filing another protest.
Damn, he told you to stay
I
home?
don't need sitting out. The simple provision of a plasma rifle with laser sighting and I am ready to go.
Yeah, send him in. What are we doing? I get it. 2 credits, what did I get? Damn. Very cool. Just in case, right? Public access. Whoa. Bulletins. Oh, bulletin boards. Neat. Terrorism, crime, or conscience? This gonna be a lot of reading. You ready for it? The question must be asked. Is the global rise of terrorism a haphazard response to a decimated economy? Or is there a pattern? Does UNATCO face coordinated ideological oppression? Some groups, Silhouette in France for instance, have declared a meme war, or war of meanings, in their terminology. They spread email and pamphlets that lampoon the UN's proposal for a one-world democracy, a tedious exercise in rudimentary propaganda. With sophistries and double-speak, they portray freedom as obedience. Democracy is tyranny, and UNATCO is the perpetrator of terrorism, an idea as shocking as it is irreprehensible. Other organizations, such as the self-proclaimed Revolutionary National Secessionist Forces, NSF, thank you, that's what it means. National Secessionist Forces. That's what they are. And the US claim allegiance to the meme war, but are in fact, I hope it's meme, right? It's mem. It probably might be meme. Meme. A meme war. But are in fact no better than common criminals. They desire territory and wealth at the expense of society at large. Their civil war is merely a smokescreen for criminal activity. I mean, yeah. It's under the guise like for the people, right? I mean, we don't really know that much about them yet, but just this is going based off of what everybody else knows about them. Right? They desire territory and wealth at the expense of society at large. They stole the vaccine in an attempt to undermine UNATCO and the UN and everybody else. But was it really for the good of the people? We don't know. The guy running the operation, though, he did sound, I mean, the way he was saying, right? He's like, oh, it's going back to the people now. You know, there's nothing you can do about it. He had a lot of ideals. So I'm definitely curious how much Jojo, the leader of the entire NSF, what his ideals actually are. But any population can be quickly turned against revolutionaries simply by educating them about the UN policies and goals. Joseph Manderley, Director, UNATCO. See, here's the thing. The revolutionaries out there, they're rising up, you know, they're fighting for you, for the people, all this. They could easily be turned against them, against those groups, if we just let them know about what the UN is planning, and then they'll immediately back us. Obviously. Right? Terrorism, threat profiling, symbolic attacks, the Statue of Liberty bombing, the desecration of the Soviet War Memorial in Berlin, the department store shooting sprees on Orchard Road in Singapore, the recourse of the weak. They serve only to call attention to a group or cause that is of no more than marginal interest to the public. But what distinguishes true terrorist activity is its gradual escalation towards genuine acts of war. Fringe groups now have access to technology that allows direct assaults on governments, including the classic trio of nuclear, biological, or chemical weaponry, NBC. But aside from direct assaults on a nation and its people, indirect attacks can cause considerable collateral damage. Rogue software can disrupt financial markets, communications, and military operations, while encryption programs allow terrorists to coordinate smuggling operations in secret, right over the net. Drugs, guns, illegal immigrants, and even heavy equipment such as armored vehicles and cruise missiles are routinely traded across borders, aided and abetted by such software. Damn, it's so real. Shit, UNATCO, the first organization with the technology, manpower, and authority to cope with such threats, is an idea that is long overdue. From Joseph Manderley at UNATCO. Yeah, he's got a way with words. He puts these out. He's a man who knows how to talk, right? That's wild, right? It's like, oh, these are symbolic attacks, but then it's like true terrorism, right? They're trading drugs, guns, people, weapons, armored vehicles, missiles. And it's not wrong. They are doing that. And then he's saying, obviously, like, his company, right? UNATCO, the one he's in charge of, is here to fight all that. Know your enemy. NSF. The National Secessionist Forces remain a very real and increasingly widespread terrorist threat. 10 years ago, in response to the Sporting Weapons Act of 2042, splinter groups from nearly every state militia refused to surrender their rifles, grenades, landmines, and other collectibles prohibited by the act. Collectibles. Unified under the charismatic leadership of Leon Woods, these isolated fanatics eventually formed the NSF, with Woods assuming the rank of general. Their intended goal, the liberation of Washington, Montana, Oregon, and Northern California. That's so specific. Huh. Is the world in a different state? Aside from, like, are borders different now? Because it's, like, saying specifically Northern California. Right? But then Washington, Montana, Oregon, and Northern California, just, like, that section of the country? Just, like, cut it out? I don't know, that's kind of... Huh. So there was an act that came, right? The Sporting Weapons Act. That then basically forced everybody to turn over their stuff. And by stuff, I mean rifles, grenades, landmines, and stuff like that were prohibited. Right? Then Woods shows up, and he stands against it. He gets all these other fanatics in that same kind of mindset, right? And they form the NSF, and he's their general. While Woods died during his infamous last stand in 2045, bro, made it 3 years, his war machine continues what can only be termed an occupation of the United States, aided by an encrypted network designed by dissident computer scientists from San Francisco and Seattle. Currently, the UNATCO Cryptography Division has had minimal success in cracking their communications, requiring more direct intelligence gathering techniques to be utilized. The UN has declared war on the NSF. Okay, so the NSF is exclusively US based. Right? That's what it seems to be. At least at the moment. So the NSF isn't like worldwide, but UNATCO can operate worldwide. But right now, UNATCO, who can operate worldwide, is going after the NSF specifically. It among other things that they're doing. Okay, I'm putting it together. Okay, Silhouette. This is the French one. Famous from inserting 20th century style commercials into the net broadcast of the World Cup of 2050, Silhouette favors feats of spectacle over violence. Printed circuits, part of this nutritious breakfast. What? I'm sorry, that like completely threw. I was like, wait, what? Printed circuits, part of this nutritious breakfast, the announcer told children in one of the World Cup commercials, "You ain't mech till you eat mech. A mech boy chews a memory chip. Boys who eat organics get stomped by their post-human classmates. Mech boys in UNATCO helmets and metal boots take turns kicking another boy." Jesus. Despite their numerous pranks, these intellectuals, artists, and labor organizers pose a serious threat. They are well armed and have been linked to the murders of numerous European politicians and journalists. They will not hesitate to use lethal force. Oh my god. Okay. So the NSF is very much like, they're hands-on. They like be really involved. They're making shit happen. Like, physically in person, in presence. Silhouette. Like, yeah, feats of spectacle, right? Like the fact that they made a commercial. The fact that it's literally printed circuits, part of this nutritious breakfast, and it's you ain't a mech till you eat mech, and it's literally a mech boy, right? An augmented kid. He's eating the memory chips, right? But then the boys who eat organics get stomped by their post-human classmates. So literally, it's showing like if you're not mech, you're lesser. The Triads, of course, from Hong Kong. UNATCO's surveillance of Hong Kong is currently a high priority given the renewed threat of Chinese organized crime in the form of the Triads. Despite being a model of prosperity and technological leadership for decades, Hong Kong persists as a haven for organized crime. The Triads, namely the Luminous Path and Red Arrow, vie for control of the 10 trillion credit shipping business, much of which supplies Greater Asia with pirated technology, illegal drugs, and weapons. Most disturbing of all, the Triads preach an ethic of techno-piracy that has found enthusiastic support among small shopkeepers, businessmen, who often aid the gangsters and buy their bootleg software. Gullible and greedy, this army of middlemen remain insensitive to how their violations in intellectual property and copyright laws damage the global information economy. They remain insensitive to how they do. No, I mean, you're right, they don't give a shit. They don't give a shit about international copyright laws? Like, what? It's the least of their concerns. They give a shit. But that's the thing that's interesting. So, because we know our brother Paul was sent over to take out one of their leaders, and they ended up getting pulled back. And then we asked why, he's like, that's a long story. So, I wonder what that's about. But other threats. UNATCO operatives have identified over 1,250 terrorist organizations active in the world today. That's a lot. That's a lot. Some too small to currently present a serious threat, but all eager to see one or more governments topple. Groups such as the Templars in Europe and the X-51, Western US, will be dealt with in subsequent volumes of Know Your Enemy. Whew. A lot of world building just in this bulletin, set of bulletins. Fascinating. So they consider like terrorist organizations, like officially, regardless of whether they're a serious threat or like a minor threat or anything like that. Whew. Yeah, ATM. Do we want to hack the one that's really in the building after I save? I do wonder, what can we pull out of this? Or if we can do anything. Oh. Close. Bam. Look at that. Excellent. So good. A little bit of water. And I think, ooh, did we read this? UNATCO in the world. Far too long have terrorists exploited international tensions and regional legislative variations to elude authorities. Instead of a step was made towards eliminating these legal loopholes when U.S. President Philip Riley Meade lobbied the Congress to make the U.S. a NATCO member nation. Enough is enough, he declared in his landmark State of the Union address. The citizens of the United States responded with enthusiastic endorsement of his position. Not only did the United States become a charter member of UNATCO, but UNATCO headquarters are now located on Liberty Island, in the shadow of that shattered monument to freedom. UNATCO deals not only with terrorist threats, but also any transgressions of the International Legal Code, including drug trafficking, software piracy, and money laundering. With the full support of the United States, UNATCO was, for the first time, able to truly declare itself the world's policeman. And, man, that's probably... There's probably down a very, I don't know, policing the world. One group policing the world seems like a lot. Ugh. But man, so because the headquarters are located on Liberty Island, it's both symbolic, right? I think mostly it's for symbolism, right? But the NSF was directly attacking that same island. And they were like, oh, we don't really know why. But now we know they were there to intercept the shipment of ambrosia? Is that the idea? Or is that just kind of a side effect? Where they already were doing that, and these guys were trying to take the island? Either way. Okay, so I think we basically checked everything here. Going out this way, did we get any new emails? That's kind of cool. We actually have to remember our log, as it doesn't just like stay once we do it once. Neat. Oop. We'll go and pick this up. Bam. There we go. Alright, cool. I think at this point we can't get into anything here. We can't go anywhere down further in the levels.
Hell of a first day.
And we
finally got to
run
catch some
everywhere.
rebels,
We got our
didn't we?
equipment. Right? So where we really got for our goals. Go to the South Dock and take the police boat to Manhattan. Right? Which we did see the police boat at the beginning. So, and we know exactly where that is. Right? It's right here. That's where we started before we took this place over. Health is good, items are good, everything's good. We're going to pick this up in the next episode. We're going to go make our way to the South Dock. Because I wanted to kind of make a little bit more progress in this episode than the last episode. Right? Last one was definitely more about the training and getting, you know, as far as we did. Which was cool. And now...
Wish I was going with you.
Same, bro. Appreciate that. But yeah, now we're gonna make big moves. Going in. Going to New York. Manhattan specifically. This is gonna be cool. So let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments. Thanks again for watching more Deus Ex. As often as I can get them out, right? So, pretty cool. Let me know. See you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.